Evening, Thornton family. Buenas noches, mi familia, ¿cómo están? Good evening, everyone. So this evening, we are here to honor the past and celebrate the future. Nuestras familias, estamos aquí para honrar el pasado de Thornton y celebrar ¿qué? El futuro. Yay! We are grateful for family and friends who stand beside us always, but especially in the most difficult moments. And you know we've had those. Now, for the Thornton family, we are blessed to have leaned on each other when faced with the challenges of teaching amidst COVID, and then the impending consolidation and demolition of our beloved Thornton. But we are excited for what the future brings to our community with the construction of a brand new school. Esta noche estamos agradecidos por la familia y nuestros amigos que están siempre a nuestro lado, pero especialmente en esos momentos más difíciles que hemos tenido, especialmente en estos días. Para la familia Thornton que está aquí, miro muchas de esas camisetas, tenemos la bendición de habernos apoyado mutuamente cuando enfrentamos los desafíos de la enseñanza virtual en medio de COVID, junto con la unión de escuelas y la demolición de nuestra escuela. Pero no se pongan tristes. Estamos emocionados por el futuro que traerá que traerá a nuestra comunidad una escuela nueva. And we have some special students that are, before we start, that we want to make sure we start with our Pledge of Allegiance. And so at this time, we have several students that are here to help us with that. Andrew Ortiz, Elisiana Morales, and Crystal Cárdenas. If you would, please, guests, stand up. I pledge
of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you will remain standing for the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor
the Texas flag. I pledge of allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. I will act in such a way that I will be proud of myself and others will be proud of me too. I came to school to learn and I will learn. I will have a great day.
And boys and girls, one last moment of silence, please. Thank you. Thank you, boys and girls.
I don't know, I can't put it.
Now we have two more students to welcome some very special guests that are joining us here today. And so if I may at this time have Jamarian Williams and Raul Lopez to address Dr. Cavazos and our board members.
Dr. Cavazos and esteemed members of the AISD School Board, the Thornton family, staff, students, and parents, past and future, extend its warmest welcome as we commemorate the storied past and celebrate the promising future of campus in our community. We will also like to thank you for the tireless work and advocacy towards ensuring that a future that will foster the success and flourishing of Thornton Elementary students and of all students in AISD. Tonight we will celebrate our shared commitment to continue the Thornton legacy for another 65 years and beyond. Thank you.
Doctor Cavazos y estimados miembros del Consejo Escolar de AISD, la familia Thornton, personal, estudiantes y padres, los del pasado y los del futuro, extiende una bienvenida cálida mientras conmemoramos la historia y celebramos el futuro y el prometedor de nuestro campus y nuestra comunidad. Además, quisiéramos agradecerle por su trabajo incansable y su apoyo hacia la garantía de un futuro que fomentará el éxito y la prosperidad de los alumnos de Thornton Elementary y todos los demás alumnos de AISD. Esta noche celebramos nuestro compromiso compartido al legado Thornton para otros 65 más años y a más allá. Gracias.
Thank you, Raul and Jamarian, both of whom have been at Thornton Elementary since pre-K. And now, if I may welcome our president, Ms. Kecia Mays.
What a wonderful opportunity to be in a school where I know there is so much history, teaching, students that have grown up, had their students come here within this building, and that will never, ever, ever change. This is my part of town. I have driven by Thornton so many times, and in my mind now, I am so excited to know that when I continue to drive by in the future, what I'm going to see. The one thing that I've always been impressed with when I come to Thornton is the inside and the people. The building is so important, but the people in the building, the things that happen in the building are the most important things. So once again, AISD's commitment to equity throughout the district, that every school matters. Every school should have an opportunity to have the resources it needs to teach its students, and that is exactly what we are doing. I want to say congratulations to all the individuals that are here that have so much legacy with Thornton Elementary. It's very good to see y'all here, and I hope that as you walk through this building, that you're just reminded of how much you've been appreciated for everything that you've done for the students here in this building. For the parents and the students out there, the teachers and the staff, this community, nothing will change. One big family we all are, and I cannot wait to come and cut the ribbon before we open up the next Thornton Elementary. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. This is a special moment in Arlington ISD, and a special moment in the history and the legacy of Thornton. You know, we're a big district, 70 plus schools, almost 60,000 students, big district. And we have these milestones throughout our history and our journey. And these big moments in time where things change to provide the best educational resources to young people. And so as I reflect on the Career Tech Center, when we opened that, big moment in time in Arlington ISD. And for many years, we've thought, we've discussed, we have desired to rebuild some schools from the ground up. Enough with the additions to Thornton. Enough with the patching up. Enough with the new floor, a little bit of paint. There comes a time, quite frankly, when we got to start over. The entire building. And we know that when we do that, there's a new energy, a renewed sense of hope, and a renewed sense of learning and energy in the community. And Thornton is a special place. And you know that better than I do. But when I came to the district, this was one of the first schools I visited. And Thornton has a love that has persevered throughout all of its history. And I have no doubt, as President May said, that that love will continue when we open the new Thornton. Because that's who you are. And that's who we are. And that's who this community is. And so, as we think about honoring Thornton, we honor the people. We do honor the facility. Some of you are tired of the facility, but we still honor the facility. Teachers and staff, you've been here for many years, and you know the struggles we've had with an undersized library, for example, right? Office area, etc. Just go down the list. But we know that there's a better day coming for Thornton. The new building is awesome, and it is a big, big point in our district's history. So to talk about Webb, Barry, Carter, and Thornton to rebuild within the next 4 years is really amazing. And we're going to keep going, right? We're going to keep going to that trajectory of rebuilding schools because it's important for a community when they age out, right? So on behalf of the entire school district, I appreciate you very, very much. I'm going to say a few words in Spanish. If you don't understand Spanish, you're not going to miss much because it's pretty much what I said in English, but I just always add that disclaimer, right? So, de parte del Distrito de Arlington y su Superintendente, les doy las gracias primeramente por su dedicación a este edificio, a esta comunidad, a esta escuela. Sabemos que la escuela es un lugar donde hay mucho amor y Thornton por muchos años ha dado ese amor a todos los estudiantes, a los que vienen aquí a la comunidad. Y ese amor va a seguir. Pero ya sabemos que en la historia de Arlington, del distrito escolar, hemos pensado, hemos deseado, hemos querido tener unos edificios que completamente comienzan nuevo en una de las escuelas, ¿verdad? Porque ya es suficiente, ya basta con parchar aquí, hacer otro poquito allá, una poquita de pintura, ya no se puede. Hay que comenzar de nuevo. Y esta escuela va a comenzar de nuevo con un edificio para servir a los estudiantes que mucho lo merecen y los maestros que mucho lo merecen. Sabemos que la escuela son las personas que están en la escuela y ellos el amor que dan, lo dan todos los días. Y yo se los agradezco por todo lo que han hecho ustedes por esta escuela. Pero hay también que voltear esa página y seguir al futuro. So, como dijo la presidenta Kecia Mays, vamos a venir también en unos años, ojalá que nada más 2, para venir a abrir otra escuela, una escuela nueva aquí en Thornton. Y eso se lo merece la comunidad y vamos a seguir haciendo eso porque lo merecen los estudiantes, la comunidad y los que trabajan aquí. Muy sinceras gracias a todos por su apoyo y por venir hoy en la noche. So thank you so much, sincerely appreciate it, and on to the rest of the celebration. Thank you.
It's always good to welcome our special guests that are here today. And so I want to start first with our board members, of course. And so, of course, you met President Kecia Mays that spoke. If you'd like to stand up one more time, please. Vice President Bowie Hogg is not here, but he was key as well in making sure that the bond went through and that we have a brand new school in the upcoming years. Secretary Melody Fowler is here tonight. Board member Justin Chapa is not here, but again, he was also part of pushing for the bond, and so we want to thank him. Board member, brand new board member, Ms. Sarah McMorrow. Board member Dr. Reich is not here with us today, but we also thank him. And board member David Wilbanks is here with us this evening. And I'd also like to welcome my area superintendent, who is always supportive of our efforts here at our school and advocates for our community and our students, our area superintendent, Dr. Turner. Thank you. And many of you know our former principals, right? Mrs. Durham, who hired me as a teacher assistant. Thank you. 1996. Mrs. Durham. And then David Gutierrez, who hired me as his assistant principal. And I also worked with Miss Selena Kilgore. She was my assistant principal when I was a teacher assistant and a teacher, Miss Selena Kilgore. And my assistant principal from several years back, who's now our principal in Anderson, Miss Angela Perugine. And they come as a pair. Miss Allen, Brenda Allen, who's was our Dean of Instruction. You know, and I also want to thank all of the teachers at Thornton, the leadership team, Mr. K, who's at the very back over there, Mr. Kovaleski, our assistant principal, Miss Melissa Garcia, our Dean of Instruction, and Miss Monroe, who is retiring. Congratulations to her. And if you turn back, you can see all those Thornton Elementary 1956 t-shirts. These are all our Thornton family. Thank you. Stand up, stand up. Thank you. And then, of course, many, many former teachers, former students from 1965. There's a special guest here. So, very special time. Now, enough of that, and now for the performances, right? Yay. Now, let me give you a warning, because if you have ever come to a Thornton Elementary event, like a Cinco de Mayo, and I even remember those when Ms. Durham was principal, that eventually went into multicultural events, the house is always packed. And we have tons of performances, and because we didn't know how things were going to turn out, we don't have what you are used to, parents, right? The long, long events. But we have something for you. Así que nuestras familias, ustedes ya saben, ¿verdad? Que han estado con nosotros muchos años, que cuando tenemos algo aquí en Thornton es grande, ¿verdad? Y tenemos baile, 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 y aunque esté aquí caliente, estamos aquí con el baile, ¿verdad? Pero como esta vez, con esto del COVID, no tuvimos tanto tiempo para poder preparar todo eso, no tenemos algo extensivo, pero les tenemos algo, ¿ok? So, getting ready is Miss Edwards, and Miss Edwards is our music teacher.
Vale la pena una vez más saber que se puede, querer que se puede, quitarse los miedos, sacarlos de afuera, pintarse la cara, color esperanza, intentar el futuro con el corazón. Desde
So we have a treat for you. We're going to have a performance by two of our families, including moms and a couple of our students. It is an Igbo song that they're going to be performing to. I want to talk to you about the wings that we have here. Every one of our students drew a wing, and there is a message in one of those. And our art teacher, Ms. Lassiter, was the one that thought, okay, this would be good as an inspiration and to commemorate what our Thornton School is going through. And so this we will take with us to Vita Knox for 2 years, and when we have our brand new school, it will go with us as well.
I have the pleasure to introduce to you Mariachi Imperial de Dallas. We're from Dallas, Texas. This is called El Son de la Negra.
Negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, a todos diles que sí. Pero no le digas tú a todas si me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo esperando.
El chino quiere bailar, el chino quiere bailar. Quiere bailar el mariachi loco, quiere bailar el mariachi loco. Chiquitito para mi mamá, chiquitito para mi mamá. A la viola, a la viola, a la viola, a la viola. Y mueve la batidora, mami, mueve la batidora. 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 Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chora. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chora. Su marido dice ya no sé qué hacer con ella. Quiero ver los bailes y se pondrá un mariachi. Quiero ver los bailes y se pondrá un mariachi. Se arranca el éxito en la primera canción. Y la Chora luego busca bailador. Y la Chora luego busca bailador. La gente la mira y le empieza a gritar. Bravo, bravo, Chora, nadie se puede igualar. Bravo, bravo, Chora, nadie se puede igualar. Y el Chora se mueve. Y la gente le dice, a mejor que la ropa. Adelante la quita. Y el Chora se mueve. Arriba que el bote. Ahí voy de todo. Se mueve y se trate. Y luego, la paz y la Chora. Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chora. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chora. Su marido dice ya no sé qué hacer con ella. Pero voy los bailes y se compra la caguama. Pero voy los bailes y se compra la caguama. Se regala el chico en la primera canción. Y la Chora luego busca bailador. Y la Chora luego busca bailador. La gente la mira y le empieza a gritar. Bravo, bravo, Chora, nadie te puede igualar. Bravo, bravo, Chora, nadie te puede igualar. Y el Chora se mueve. Y la gente le dice, con mejor que la cabra. Con la que la vida. Y el Chora se mueve. Arriba tiene con quién. Ella va de todo. Todo tiene su trote. No, no, no. Chora se mueve, arriba que la toque. Ella va de todo, pero tiene su trote. ¡Eso! ¡Un aplauso que se escuche! Sí, vamos bien. ¡Eso! Oye, pues sí son buenos para bailar esto. Raúl López.
Marcelo Cavazos.
Marcelo Cavazos. A ver, que se escuche el aplauso, por favor, que se animaron a subir aquí al escenario. A ver. Vamos a tener un concurso de gritos, ¿eh? ¿Ok? Primero va el señor Marcelo Cavazos. ¿Ok? Va a ir el primero. El público va a decidir a ver quién gana en este concurso de gritos, ¿verdad? Pero, bueno, el señor Manuel Cavazos, vamos a tocar el rey. Y el señor Manuel Cavazos se va a echar un grito, a ver qué les parece, a ver. Venga, compadre. All right, here we go. Ok, ahora sí. Concursante número 1, que se escuche. Concursante número 2. Ahora para Deya Rookies, que se escuche. Concursante número 3. A ver usted, concursante número 4. No le vayan a quedar mal al Superintendent, porque nos va a poner a todos. Bueno, que se escuche el aplauso aquí al señor Cavazos.
Thank you again for coming. To all of our performers, round of applause, please, again.